What is her? Oh, there she is. I see you too. Let's in. I just sent you an invite, Alice. The sound goes funny for just a minute. Y'all stick with us, okay? There she is. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
I really appreciate it because I'm new at this and you've been doing this. How long have you been with using pHix?
I joined the company in October of 2024.
Okay. So a lot longer, obviously, than I have. And I do have people that are going to ask some questions. If I can see comments, that's my other video. We don't want that one. But if you all have comments, now I can see them. Okay. So I'm going to kind of ask you a little bit about the product. We have a bottle and we have
everywhere I go, there's windows, and that's okay. But there you
go. We have the snaps and we have the bottle. I always recommend the snaps for everybody just because it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And we also have the bottle too, which is what I use too. But I would love to hear a little bit about how it helps with our vagus nerve. Hi, Lincoln.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me hop on. Sorry, my service today is like wonky. And so I was trying to get on.
Sorry, you keep talking. It's just teenage life.
Sorry. Mine actually left. Mine are helping the neighbors right now, so it's all good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you homeschool?
No, they have a half day of school today.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I do. I homeschool. So mine are here with me all the time, except for today. They're helping the neighbors, so there we go. But yeah,
so awesome.
Thanks for having me on, Emily. Yes, I missed the introductions. I don't know what all you said, and that's okay. But my service has been so bad today, in and out, and then I had to find a spot in my house that's receiving. So it looks so good. Anyway, I want you all to hone in here, because for me, when I start talking about this, people kind of zone me out. I do talk fast, but this is a very, very powerful product. Like she said, this activates the vagus nerve. And when I tell everybody that this is matured hops extract, the first thing people do is they write down hops, they run to Google, they look up hops, and then they're like, I can't take this. I've got estrogen dominance in my body, and I got all the things going on, and so I can't take this. And I'm like, look, please hear me out. This amazing product that, first of all, it's colorless, flavorless, odorless. You can add it to any beverage. Yeah, you can add it to any beverage.
Oh, there. Thank you.
And
than I am.
Yeah, if I can aim in the hole. And what it does is it's got 3 bitter acids to it. So these 3 bitter acids, when you put them in any beverage, again, hot or cold, it doesn't matter, just something that you can drink right away. I had to continue to say this because some people put it in a drink that they sip all day and like, do you really get it all? Put it in a beverage and you have to drink it with the beverage, because these 3 bitter acids, when you drink it, they activate the bitter receptors in your mouth and your tongue, and then they activate the bitter receptors going down your esophagus all the way down to your digestive system, and that is what activates the vagus nerve. It's the beta, the alpha, and the gamma. That's what the 3 bitter acids are. And then activating this vagus nerve, if you've never heard of it before, look it up. What happens when I activate my vagus nerve? How can I activate it? And most times, the only way you can activate it is if you learn how to do really deep breath work. Maybe you can cold plunge. Who's going to do that? So all that to be said,
I'd rather take this, to be honest. This is so simple and so quick, and like you chug it, or like Allison said, you can put it in any beverage that you want.
Yeah. And like even the snaps, like she said. So this is what started the whole company, was the snaps. The owner of the company owns these machines, and he dreamed of having an exclusive product that he could put inside these snaps, and you just squeeze it and add it, boop, there it is, it's done, that he could then hand it out to the other people and have a life-changing experience. So the story behind it is pretty profound.
Sherry's asking, is there a better time to drink it, before breakfast or with?
It really doesn't make a difference, sister. Honestly, you can take it whenever you want to. There's 0 stimulation. It's not that you need to eat or don't need to eat. It's not that case. So activating the vagus nerve, let's talk about that briefly. Activating this vagus nerve is also known as the gut-brain axis. A lot of people refer to it as that. It is the largest cranial nerve that attaches the back of your head, goes down the right side of your neck, all the way down into your digestive system. and it is responsible for activating or supporting all 1,100 systems in your body. Yeah, pretty significant. And then people are like, oh, well, if I don't take something to do that, like how is my body operating? Well, it just chugs along, my friends. It literally just chugs along and gets the job done with whatever you're doing every day.
Right.
When you take something like this that is known and has been now proven to do that, your body responds in a very beautiful way. So one of the systems that it does activate, again, all 1,100, but I'm going to talk about one in particular, the parasympathetic nervous system. A lot of people don't realize that every mammal on the planet of the earth has a parasympathetic nervous system. So I am the holistic cowgirl, herbalist. I have horses. You better believe it that I went to my horses with this product right away. I wanted to see what it would do for them. Same thing. If you have an animal or a human that's living in a high state of fright and flight, high stress, high cortisol, you know, brain is all over the place, can't focus, busy-minded, you're living in a state of high stress that your body can't function, and therefore you're always feeling ill, you're always feeling tired, you're always feeling sad, you're always feeling, you know, just put down, it's just all these things. When you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body gets a chance to go into rest and digest.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah.
Yes. So a lot of people, when they take this product, the first thing they're going to notice is that they're sleeping better.
Yep.
They notice that they have a more brain clarity. Their brain fog is gone. They notice that they're just happy. They're literally just happy. They're like, I can't explain it.
You wake up happy and you don't even know why.
Yeah.
Like, that's my experience. I'm like, gosh, I just wake up and I'm ready for the day. There's no more like trying to figure out, okay, did I put my feet on the floor? Are we even awake?
Yeah.
And I love it so much. Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, so there's actually a testimony with that. There's a gal that was, you know, she's kind of pretty overweight. I'll just put it that way. And so every morning her feet were so swollen that when she put her feet on the floor, she couldn't feel them.
Oh my goodness.
She had so much swelling, so much poor circulation, and it was very painful. And it wasn't long after she started taking this that when she put her feet on the floor, she could feel her feet, could walk, and there was no discomfort at all.
Oh, that makes me so happy for her. Can you imagine what that would have felt like? Like, that would have been a small party happening.
Yeah.
Because to live with that for so long, and then to find you wake up one morning and the relief starts happening, like, that's huge.
Yes, absolutely. And she's not the only one. There was another lady, she said, yeah, I don't have my cankles anymore. And I'm like, what are cankles? She's like, you know, these things that are supposed to be ankles, but they kind of just mold right into your feet. Those are cankles. She's like, mine went away.
Oh my gosh, I love that testimony too. There's so many things, like, and that's what's cool about this is everyone experiences something different.
Yeah.
At first, and then talk about like the longevity of staying on the product. Like, what negative sides, positive sides? Obviously, there's probably nothing negative, right?
Yeah. So good point. So I'll go back to, like, you know, so the parasympathetic nervous system, when you get that activated, there's nothing out there that you can take, my friends, that'll do this for you. You can go to the doctor, ask them, how can I activate this vagus nerve? How can I help my parasympathetic nervous system? All the things. They're going to say, what are your symptoms? And then Megan said, I had this too. What are your symptoms? Give me your symptoms. We'll do some blood work. And then because of this, this, and this, here's your basket of medication. That's literally how it's done today in today's day and age. So the vagus nerve is also responsible for helping to support 3 very important glands: your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, and your thyroid gland. And these are your hormone releasing glands, my friend. And these glands, when they're supported properly, they will start releasing certain very important hormones, one being the CCK hormone, the GLP-1 hormone, the ghrelin, the leptin, cortisol, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and you can go on and on and on and on. And it's balance. It's literally creating a state in your body called homeostasis. And when your body's in homeostasis, it heals. So as an herbalist, holistic nutritionist, or whatever, we look for that. Like, I want to get to root cause. So we'll go back to what this has actually been clinically proven to do. This has been shown to burn visceral fat for 9.5 hours. This product has not been around or available for purchase until June of 2024. And I may sound like a robot saying that, but I'm trying to get the point across that you cannot find it anywhere else. You never could purchase it before. You still can't buy it anywhere else unless you reach out to Emily. She'll get you signed up and ready to go. And that is important. I have so many people coming to me, oh, I can get hops. I can grow hops. I can make my own tinctures. Yeah, as an herbalist, I can too. But we use different components of the plant to make different tinctures, to make different remedies for whatever reason, or whatever we're going, wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
This particular extraction has a patent pending protection over it. You'll never be able to find it. You'll never be able to duplicate it. So we'll always be the ones that have it under lock and key. And so, yes, that's exciting.
It is
like
exciting.
People might snub their nose. What if you're the one that discovered Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola is still a patent pending recipe. It's still protected. I mean, Pepsi tried to duplicate it, and there's so many pops out there that try to duplicate Coca-Cola, but you never will. That's what we have here. It's literally like lightning in a bottle.
Yes.
But even though like beyond that, what it's doing like financially, so this has been proven to burn visceral fat for 9.5 hours. Now, please don't tune me out again. This isn't just fat loss, weight loss, all the things. The visceral fat is known as the bad fat that holds all the toxins that your body takes in every day. Your body does not know what to do with those toxins, and you breathe them in through the air, you eat them in your food, and you drink them in your water. Your body is inundated with toxins. And so it's your body's organ's job to start to, go through them, process them, get rid of them. But it only can do that up to 10% of the stuff that goes into your body is only getting flushed out. The rest is stored in the visceral fat. And so that visceral fat then in turn gives birth to inflammation. So I want you to understand root cause and root cause healing. That's what my goal is in life, get rid of that stuff. So when you have all of this toxins grow inflammation. Inflammation gives different symptoms. And then, is it estrogen-like? I'll answer that in a second. So understanding that once the inflammation is there, and then inflammation gives birth to different symptoms. Those symptoms, my friend, give birth to different illnesses. So if you get to the root cause, get rid of the toxins get rid of the visceral fat that's storing the toxins. In turn, and in theory, guess what? You're getting rid of the issue or whatever health concern that you are dealing with. Now, I cannot diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. I'm not giving you any medical advice. I am an herbalist. I'm literally just sharing with you what this product is in fact doing. You can go ahead and give it a try and see what it does for you. But know this, I'm going to answer that question about the estrogen. When I started this whole conversation, everybody runs to Google and looks up hops. And that's the first thing that hops up, no pun intended. It says estrogen, and that it's full of estrogen. And that's why you shouldn't touch it, especially if you have that, that disease in the family that has the estrogen issue, right? This is not that. There is no estrogen component because it's literally just the 3 bitter acids. That is it. So many people that are uneducated when it comes to this, I'm not saying you, friend, I'm not saying you in particular, I'm saying so many people run to Google and they think right away, because everybody's going to have haters, right? Like when something works really well, they want to run and find the negative, and then they blast the negative all over. And so a lot of people right now are talking about, oh, that's got estrogen and you shouldn't take it. And that's going to harm you. And this is going to do that. Listen, we have over 200 different medical doctors, functional doctors, research doctors, holistic doctors, naturopath doctors, master herbalists like myself from all over the world that are here because this product caught our attention and because of what it's doing. One in particular doctor, he's a Harvard research doctor, not employed by us. I'm going to say that again. He is not employed by us. All these other companies out there, direct selling companies, will hire a medical advisory board. They teach that medical advisory board what to say, how to sell the product, because that's what their job is. We don't have one. Why? We don't need one. We have the clinical research that shows what this does. So this one particular doctor, he took it upon himself. He spent over 600 of his own hours researching this. Now, he's a Harvard research doctor. He does not need to be here financially whatsoever. He is set for life, trust me. But this intrigued him. And this intrigued, awesome, Sherry. That's why I said, I'm not trying to put you down. I just know a lot of people go to that, and it's fine. I totally get it. So please don't forgive me if I made you feel like, that I'm putting you, I'm not. It's just what we're used to hearing. So Dr. Ben Bowers, he put this up against every medicine there is out there. And he found 0 negative interactions, none whatsoever.
Amazing.
And he has that access. He's a research doctor. I don't have that. You don't have that. Nobody has access to that stuff. He does. And he also found that there's 0 negative side effects. So all that to be said, that's fun. That gives us all the confidence in knowing that if I know somebody's having an issue in their life health-wise, I have a confidence. It's like I'm wearing this backpack of steel, you know, that I know I'm going to be protected for the rest of my life, because people are taking this product, not having any negatives. They're experiencing something. They're sleeping better, like I said, more energy, less brain fog, digestion. Let's hit on that one.
Yes.
We have a lot of people that don't poop.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to go right there. If you're embarrassed about talking about poop, sorry. We all do.
We do though. We do, because of our food. It's so bad.
And you know what though?
But yes.
Actually, Emily, it's more so your stress.
Is it really? Okay.
So for me, when I researched back into, so I'm 45 years old. What started me on this journey was when I was in my late teens. I was in and out of the hospital, got given a basket full of medication. They knew nothing about gut health. I was suffering from all kinds of gut issues, menstrual issues, hormone issues, all kinds of things. And it all relates back to when you research root cause, right? When you research root cause, you're going to get pinned back to stress that even comes back. Get back to being in the womb. So was your mother stressed out when she was pregnant with you? Guess what? Those stress hormones and those stress enzymes leak into your digestive system. And then you're born with a very stressed out, dysfunctioning digestive system all throughout life. And so we're trying to combat that. Like, I've talked to people who had fantastic childhoods that they know of. All of a sudden, they're not going to the bathroom. They're in and out of doctor's office. And I just, we talk to people all the time. They go to the bathroom once, twice a week, some twice a month.
That's awful. That has got to be the worst feeling ever.
So
how uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
And that breaks my heart.
I was on a call. So there's this young girl. She's 17 years old. I've been working with her, and she's so ill. She's 5'8". She weighs 90 pounds. She doesn't go to the bathroom. So normally we think people that don't go to the bathroom, they're probably really inflamed, really swollen. Not for her. And so her menstrual cycle is all messed up, all the things. So she actually started this. She just messaged me a couple days ago, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I had my period for the first time in several years." Yeah, she's 17. And she's like, and it didn't even hurt. It was a very comfortable cycle. And now she's going to the bathroom every day.
Oh, that makes me happy for her.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So those are the stories that we keep getting. People that didn't poop are pooping. People that poop too much, they're pooping normally.
I just talk about the sleep part because I'm like, pooping is something that everybody does. We're going to do that in a part 2. But right now we're talking about sleeping.
Yeah, absolutely. And because your hormones are balanced, my friends, you're going to have a curbed appetite. Like, a lot of people ask, okay, we saw this marketed a couple months ago as weight loss and all the things. Yeah, you're going to lose weight. Why? Because inflammation goes away. Your appetite's curbed, so you're not craving all the crappy, junky food anymore. It's helping your mind, so you're not stress eating. Correct. And you're not binge eating because, again, you're not freaked out. So there is help. So for me, I lost 4 inches off my waist the first month. I've lost now 7 inches off of my waist. I'm not waking up at night anymore in a sweat or having to go to the bathroom. My mood, so when you start perimenopause, oh man, we thought it was bad before, but I mean, crazy.
You might have 18 personalities in one day.
Yes. And
or, you feel like you're going crazy some days and you're like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, all the time. And praise the Lord that my husband's been on pHix, because now he's more calm. And so now he can handle me a little bit better.
I love it.
Yeah. And so actually, I just heard a story of a woman. It's so funny. I'm not going to say her name, but she snuck this into her husband's drink. And her husband is like a very high, active, high responsive person, really bad morning person. And all of a sudden she's slipping this into his drink, and this person so it's not my personal customer, it's somebody else's. And she messages and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I don't care what this is, what it does. I have a happy husband in the morning. I have a husband that's singing praises. My children are happy. I'm going to buy a gallon of this stuff right now, because this is life-changing things." When you get your husband back, your wife back, your child back, your pets back, all the things, it's life-changing. And guess what? people don't complain about the taste.
No.
Megan knows. Megan knows who I'm talking about. She actually shared the story with me. Doesn't, because it doesn't taste like anything but water. It's so
that's all I feel
simple.
like. That's all I drink is water. Like I do my purified water, but like it has no taste to it at all. So you can't like everyone who's bought it so far that I've followed up with, they're like, there's no taste. I'm like, I know, isn't that great?
So you're in the beauty industry, obviously. You're gorgeous. You got beautiful makeup, beautiful hair. So you're gonna find, friend, that your skin is going to get moist. You're going to notice that it's plumper.
Yes.
You're going to notice that your pores are going to shrink. You're going to notice your hair is growing exponentially fast.
Well,
your nails.
I don't know how fast that works, but it's been working. Yeah. Like I started taking pictures and I'm like, I've legit look like, you know how you put a black shirt on and you're standing in front of the window, but there's like this illumination happening on your face. You're like, stop doing that. Like, that's what I feel like my skin is starting to do. Is there's like this illuminating factor. I already use non-toxic makeup and skincare, so I don't have that going into my pores, thank goodness. But I am like, okay, this just took it up a whole level, and the only thing I've added is this product. That's it. I haven't changed anything else. I'm just like blown away, and it's only been 2.5 weeks, so I'm real excited for what it's gonna look like. And by the time winter comes, because I live in Michigan, and we're dry here all year, all winter. I just feel like. And my clients struggle with that. So I'm really excited for those of them that do take this, how winter goes for their skin too, because I'm sure they're going to feel that hydration, maybe, but just have that glow that we're all wanting that summertime gives us, right? Absolutely.
And I will tell you, when you can get something that's less than $100, that's now.
Shut the door a minute. You keep talking.
Now I've been told is replacing a whole gamut of other people's supplementation that they're using. In fact, I have an Ironman that is in his early 70s, and he's using this product, and he showed me a picture of this whole plethora of product that he doesn't take anymore. So an Ironman, if you don't know, they swim, they run, they ride bike, and so they do that across several miles. And it's a grueling race, and he's done them several times, and he's won. I mean, he's been Ironman several times. And, in the early 70s, your joints are going to be a little cranky when you're doing that kind of stuff to them. He said, I can't even begin to tell you, Allison, that I'm now running a mile without gimping or limping. I'm able to have my breath back. That was the biggest thing for him, was being able to breathe while he ran again. Wow. And the strength of the muscles. So anybody who is a fitness guru, hello, this increases your muscle mass, increases your bone density. How do I know this? Because I've seen people's pretty in-depth bones or body scans. And we're talking like high FDA grade medical body scans that show the bone density going up, the muscle mass going up. That's amazing. My husband, we don't work out. We live on a farm. We lift heavy things, 100-pound grain bales, the hay bales, all the things. He gained 1 inch in both biceps. What? Yeah.
My husband's he started taking this at nighttime.
Good.
To see how his body would react to it. Good. And I'm excited to tell him that, because we both lift weights.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I want to. I really don't like doing HIIT workouts. I discovered that a long time ago. I will do them because it's good for my heart, right? Yeah. But I do weightlifting 4 days out of the week. So I'm really excited about this, because I would like my abs to pop through, because it's been 4 years. I feel like at this point I should have some abs to show, right?
Well, I've seen that. I've